Hey guys, it's your girl Boonie, and you're listening to episode 75 of the Boonie Breakdown podcast. The podcast where we sometimes cry, we always laugh, we might get a bit ratchet, but we're forever gonna break it down. All right, guys, we're here. We're in October 2018. It's only 3 months left in this year. It went fast as fuck, right? Like January took 9 months, and the rest of the year went in 2 weeks. It's crazy. I can't believe we're in October. But this month on the podcast, since everyone's school is having homecoming, I'm going to label it homecoming month, right? And so what that means is all of your podcast staples, your favorites, they're on this month. So this week we're starting up with the homie, the BFFKG. And then I think, Brian's going to be on this month. Chrissy and Sheikah are going to be on this month because all of them have not been on in a while. So they're all coming home to the Boonie Breakdown. But this week, KG and I have the most random conversation about parenting. That's where it starts. We hop over to Kanye West. And then once we jumped to Kanye, we just hopped into this rabbit hole that maybe, I'm not sure, highlight our elitist shopping ways. So you can judge for yourself. So stick around for that conversation. All right. My pick of the week is motherfucking housekeeping. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw maybe last week, I finally broke down, pulled the trigger, stopped being cheap, call it self-care, call it whatever the fuck you want. And I finally booked a housekeeper to come and clean my entire house. I thought it was just going to be one person, but it was a team of 3 women. And they attacked my house in a way that it was so needed. And it just lifts my spirits because my house is immaculate now. Like, they cleaned the baseboards. They cleaned the railings. They dusted everything that I don't fucking dust. They cleaned the windows. They cleaned my refrigerator. And I damn near cried when I had left home, came back, and I looked on the counter. I was reaching up to get a wine glass, and I looked in my toaster and saw those bitches had cleaned the goddamn crumbs out of my toaster. Yo, it was worth every penny that I gave them. They didn't even charge me that much that they could have. And then I gave them a nice tip because my house, for what they did, was probably filthy because it was just things that I wasn't going to do. I'm not cleaning baseboards. I know that. And so it was just worth it for them to do that for me. It is an expense that I will definitely budget in. Not sure if it'll be monthly, the level of cleaning that they do, but definitely quarterly. And I feel like now I have a start. Like, it's so clean that I don't have to, I can just keep it up, right? I don't have to do so much. So shout out to all the people who have housekeepers. I see why you do it now. I see why you guys kept pushing me to do it and just saying, Boonie, just fucking do it. Stop talking about it. Just do it. And I am so thankful that I finally did it. Moving into the podcast housekeeping. Last week, I was a guest on the Mocha Minutes podcast. Mocha Minutes was having their 1-year podcast anniversary. And I was one of the 3 guests that were invited to come on the show. We had a really fun, ratchet conversation. It was pretty much a thirstapalooza, right, of hot guys. And so she would just ask a question, a category, and we would just discuss about men, penises, sexiness, who's not sexy, who you was going to fuck, who you wouldn't fuck, whose face you would sit on. So it was really fun. It was nice to meet 2 other podcasters that I was not familiar with, Shantae Fabulous and Candace. So head on over. The link will be in the show notes. So if you want an extra dose of Boonie this week, head on over and check out the Mocha Minutes podcast, and congrats on their 1 year. Also, all of the Boonie Breakdown merchandise is on sale. All of it, right? I'm trying to make room for new shit to drop at the live show. So it's deeply discounted. Some sizes are sold out because they're gone, right? So if you saw something that you wanted and you just didn't want to pay the money, or you're like, I don't know, go over there. I know I sold quite a few tote bags this weekend. And if you already ordered an order, your order was shipped out. But go over there and clear the rest of that shit out. Also, November 2nd, Baltimore Responsible Ratchet edition of the Boonie Breakdown Live. Should I tell y'all how many tickets are left? Because maybe that'll encourage you to buy it, right? So I told you this time it's a bigger space, but it's about 40 tickets left at the last time I looked. I have not checked this weekend, honestly, but I saw a few emails coming through. But when I checked on Friday morning, it was only 40 tickets left. That's it. So if you're one of those people who keeps DMing me, oh, I'm going to buy a ticket, I'm going to do this, you better get it. And get them while they're here, right? Once it's sold out, we're sold the fuck out. I'm really excited for some of the giveaways we have for the show. Maybe a giveaway leading up to it. I don't think we're going to do any giveaways for tickets, but it'll be giveaways for some prizes. And so, yeah, that leads me into it. You just, follow us on social media at the Boonie Breakdown on Facebook and Instagram, at Boonie Breakdown on Twitter. And last week's episode with Kiera, Cousin Boone, right? Shout out to all my fat girls, all my fellow fat girls. You guys were so funny and cracking up because I died. Obviously, if you listen to the episode when Kiera said new fat, right? We not no new fat bitches. We true to this shit. So if you have not listened to last week's episode with Kiera Boone, head on over. That's episode 74. If you haven't listened to it, it was really good. It was really funny. And I really enjoyed the feedback that I got from this one. Also, when you share this episode on Facebook, Twitter, your Instagram stories, whatever, use the hashtag The Boonie Breakdown and the hashtag PODIN, PODIN. Again, make sure you follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And grab those tickets to the live show because I want to be able to say it's sold out soon, right? So that is it for me, guys. So let's get ready to break it down. All right, guys. I don't even know what I was about to say.
What just happened? Like what?
I had two thoughts cross my mind at the same time. As I looked at you, I was going to say something. I'm like, no, I don't want to record that.
Okay.
But welcome, Kitty, to the podcast.
Hey, what up? What up? I was so confused. I was like, what is going on?
I looked at you and I was going to say something personal, and I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to record that. And I was like, you're already recording. So that's what was in my mind.
I mean, you might as well. Can you say it? No?
No, it was about you personal, so
no,
I definitely
absolutely
can't
not.
say it.
All right,
thanks. I don't care.
Yeah, okay, good.
About my shit, so. What's going on? It's been a while since you've been on here.
I'm tired. Long weekend.
It was like summer when you were here.
I know. I'm like the low totem pole of guests. So
don't do that.
I get here, after, everyone else is exhausted, and then I get welcome back. So thank you so much for having me. I truly appreciate it.
Why are you so tired? Okay, let me say this first. I have a new appreciation for parents. I've babysat Kenneth's adorable twins numerous times throughout their life now. This past week was the first time I had done it after work. And I swore, and it wasn't even that strenuous, but it was the fact that I had to be like on for hours after work. I swore it took me 2 days to recover.
Yeah, it's hard, which is why, people be like, why do you go to sleep? Like,
I get it.
Like, why are you tired? Like, you come home and it's not even like, sometimes they're doing their own thing or whatever, but you just can't sit there and just relax until like you put them to sleep, and then
you're tired.
Yeah, you're tired. It's almost 9:00. So,
I was like worn out. I came home and I was like, all right, I'm going to do some work. No, I literally came home, took a shower, and went right to bed.
Yeah. But see, the thing that you have is like, they are amped up for other people.
Okay.
So like, you get like a different level of them. Like, we get that sometimes, but like, it's not like every day. It's like that level, but they don't see you every day. So they're like, all right, let's turn it
on. Like, I don't even think I was in when I got in the car, because you guys picked me up, it was like, oh, Then we got home, it was like immediate, let's play hide and seek.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot. And so for all of you parents, Kudos to y'all. Because I literally come home some days and I will sit on my steps for 45 minutes looking at Instagram, doing nothing, literally. No. And then I'll be like, all right, do something with your life.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You can't.
I mean, you can. You can sit there, but then, like, eventually, after, like, a couple minutes, they're not going to have it. So, yeah.
Yeah, bless you, parents. Yeah. And especially single parents. God.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
I don't even know how y'all do it. Yeah. I just can't.
Yeah, I don't know how, like, people want to consider, like, every day get to come home and, like, have no relief. Like, that has to be tough.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. But kids are a lot of work, and it proved to me once again that I am not ready.
Hey, give it 2 years. What's the time frame? What we talking?
So we're down to whatever. I'll be 34 in 3 months. Yeah. So yeah, we're in that 2-year window.
Yeah, it's coming.
When the factory will shut down at 36.
It's coming.
No babies will come out of this body after December 14, 2020. Yeah.
No. We said the pregnancy date had to be by.
Look at this negotiation on my uterus.
It was no.
Okay, let's clarify. What?
The clarification is that you said you had to be pregnant by
December 14th, 2020.
2020. Yes. So you can get pregnant on December 12th.
Look.
And then go through.
I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy a pregnancy test the morning of my birthday in 2020. I'm going to pee on that stick.
I mean, hey,
and then I'm going to run to the gynecologist like, all right.
By that time, you may already have one.
Jesus.
You never know. Listen.
It would have to be the fuck up of all fuck ups. Yeah. I also feel like, and I'm going to share this, and some people might judge me when I say this, and I hope you don't judge, because we don't judge here on the Boonie Breakdown. But I said, like, I felt like a good amount of the guys that I've slept with is probably only 1.5 that if I had gotten pregnant by, I would have considered having the baby, right? But now I feel like I'm at the age, regardless of who it is, if I fucked up, like, I just can't go get an abortion. Okay. Like, that just seems reckless, right? And it seems dumb. Like, bitch, you're almost 34. You should have your life a little bit together that a surprise baby won't fuck up everything, right?
Well, I guess it depends on the situation. Like, you know, if you were in your situation now, yes, you could not. I wouldn't say that you should. But, like, say you randomly, like, had sex with a married man.
Oh, yeah, then abortion is back on the table.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you have to, like, look at that.
No, I do. But it's not. Before, it was just like, oh, my God, if I get pregnant, I'm not having a baby.
Yeah.
Like, that, it just was not crossing my mind, right? But now I feel like that's not the immediate go-to response anymore.
Well, that's good. That's growth.
Yeah, look at that. It just took
that's growth.
15 plus years. But yeah, I don't know. So I was saying that because when someone asked me that question, I was like, Jesus, like, all the people I've had sex with, definitely one, and another is a possible, maybe. But the rest of them, fucking no. Absolutely not.
Let's put it at 2. Let's say a whole 2.
Okay, well, I said one and a possible.
Let's do a whole 2. Let's do a whole 2.
Okay, you're so nice. Yeah. All right, so the news.
Oh, man.
I just watched Kanye West's rant from Saturday Night Live. I haven't watched anything else yet, but that just came across my timeline.
Can we start with the fact that he did something in a bottle, like some performance in a bottle? Did you miss that?
He was in
like a bottle.
I absolutely did miss this.
Yes, you didn't miss anything.
Okay,
it was like.
So what do you mean he was in a bottle?
Like
as I'm looking it up.
Yeah, like I think it was. I don't know if it was a performance or if it was like a skit, but he was in like a soda bottle like costume.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
And then you have the stuff that happened after the show, which I don't even think that he wanted people to even see.
I think it was with Little Pump, your song.
Oh, I love that song.
You're such a fucking hoe.
That is.
It is a very catchy song.
Very catchy song. But But yeah, I mean, listen, I love Kanye. I do, musically. His last album was terrible. But I do appreciate Kanye. But I mean, he's gone off the rails. He's so far. And then he tries to come back and like he does like a half a day of like, okay, he'll say something that makes sense and people are like, oh, okay. And then it's like, boom, I'm gone again.
Yeah, it's like it's crazy to watch all of these people, and not even just like Kanye West, but like it even happened with like Ray Lewis and a few other people who are like dying on this sort of like respectability in a sense. Yeah. Like that was Ray Lewis's downfall. Like, because in Baltimore he's fucking beloved. Well, he was beloved, and then no one went to his parade. So, and then the same thing with Kanye. Like, I used to really fuck with him, and it's like, what are you saying right now? Like, what are you even doing?
Like, so, okay, let me step back. So I get what they're trying to do. Like, I get the message of like trying to accept both sides.
I don't.
Okay. You didn't let me finish my statement. Okay. I get what they're saying in regards to like, okay, there's a message in both sides. Like, we need to hear both sides and take things into consideration, blah, 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 blah. But I don't think that Trump is has anything that is acceptable for people to try to listen to, because he distances himself from real life so much that there's nothing really to listen to for what he has to say. So, like, if they were like, okay, we need to hear out differences of races or, like, say what different people hear, I get that. Not Trump. Like, I feel like we know what he is. Like, we know.
But in his rant, he was saying, like, Kanye is always about being liked. And it's like he's always searching for the cool kids, right? Yeah. And even with his admiration for Jay-Z, it's like, oh, it's Jay-Z, it's my big brother, whatever. He seems to have, like, demolished that relationship to some degree.
A whole degree.
Yeah. But it's like he's always searching to be liked and to be loved. And it's really weird to watch it play out. And then for him in his little rant on Saturday Night Live, he was like, I told my friends that I was going to run in 2020 and all my smart friends laughed at me. But then I saw that man win and I was like, that could be me. Like, what? Like, and it's just like this weird, I can't even say the word I'm trying to think of, but it's just like, you want to win and be liked so much that you can even find some relevancy of yourself in a piece of shit like Trump. Yeah. Like, it's like, what kind of level of narcissism is that? Because I feel like that's all Kanye is now. Like, because like then he went on that repentance tour and crying on the radio.
Like that was the thing. Like,
that was literally like 2 weeks ago, wasn't it? And now you're back on TV.
You're back on the thing. Like, it's weird. Like, you're like, I'm going to Chicago. I'm moving to Chicago. I'm getting my life back together. I need my people that were here with me from the start. Blah blah blah. And then it's like, okay, I lose it. And like how does that? It
literally was 2 weeks ago.
How do you switch? And then Swiss Beats like posted something like, we were just in the studio. Everybody was telling you how like you can't be wearing that stuff and the symbolism behind it and whatnot. And then you go on the shit talking about you're being bullied for it. Like, nobody's bullying you. Like,
you wore like like I just don't understand what level of narcissism this is. And then you couple it with him being totally in the Kardashian clan, like that. Where he is now, it kind of makes sense why he married Kim Kardashian, right? Yeah. Like, it absolutely makes sense.
Yeah, I hope for him to like leave the spotlight, but I feel like it's not gonna happen, and then there's something bad that's going to happen to him. I don't know what level of bad, but like I feel like there's not going to be a good ending with him.
I mean, it doesn't look that way. And it's funny because, I mean, whether he is using anything or if it's just his mental issues at play or whatever is going on. I know he had that break of, was that like 2 years ago now?
Yeah.
God, time just moves at warp speed. It's just like, who knows what's at play? Like, what's happening to him privately? Yeah. But like, and then it's like, you watch the tragedy, because I just watched another Whitney Houston documentary. Like, you watch the tragedy of how all the people around her failed her. Is the same thing happening with Kanye to some degree? Yeah,
but is he pushing away the people that make sense around him?
For the people who are just like, yes, you're so wonderfully smart and magnificent, when he's actually saying nothing.
Yeah.
Because the whole rant was all about him. Like, you're bullying me. I want to be like Trump. Yeah, like, you guys can't see it. Y'all keep doing stuff for likes. And the thing is, like, he's on this whole thing about, which I don't actually disagree with him on the social media thing, right?
It makes sense.
But then
smartest thing he said in a while. I'm not gonna lie.
But then it's like, well, you're sitting on social media because that's where everybody's saying that you're in a sunken place and shit. So, yeah, it's a lot of contradictory messages there. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. And then, I mean, he was supposed to be dropping an album. I don't know when that's coming.
I didn't listen to anything I take that back. I didn't listen to his recent album. I just had no interest. Didn't listen to the one with Cudi. I listened to that fuck shit he did for Tiana, which was terrible.
See, we disagree there. I enjoyed Tiana. I just thought it was too short. I needed more.
I did not enjoy that. I did listen to Pusha, but I'm not a big rap head, so I'll never really listen to that again. But
Pusha was the best thing that he put out.
I was like, I see why people liked it. Like, it wasn't an enjoyable listen, but it's never going to make it into my rotation.
And Nas was trash.
I didn't even bother to listen to Nas's. Once he came out, his allegations of abuse, I'm like, oh, you're trash too. It's like, everybody's trash. Don't roll your eyes.
I'm not.
But I'm just saying, yeah. I mean, it's just sad to watch this happen, or watch Kanye do this to himself.
Yeah. And I wonder if it's some, like, our faults. Like, because, not ours, but, like, I'll take responsibility of, like, people that were, like super fans that, like, blew his head up so much. Like, I feel like I don't know, but I guess we do that with all these artists. Like some...
Well, yeah, we do pedestal them. Yeah. I will say the only thing about that Little Pump song that kind of bothered me a little bit was the line, he's like, I'm such a sick fuck. Isn't that what he says that?
I'm a sick fuck, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like my imagery of what a sick fuck is. It's like, oh my God, you're like a husband and a father. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, when you think of that song that he's rapping and understand that he's a 40-year-old with 3 kids, it's kind of hard to accept it from that perspective. But then when it comes on the radio, I'm like, this joint knocks.
It's a very catchy song. And then I saw a tweet from somebody. I just found it because I thought I retweeted it, but I didn't. And I did not. I missed this part. It was like Kanye doesn't want to be called Kanye anymore.
Oh, yeah. He's just Ye or something.
He's just Ye because he's going to give up his slave name. And somebody was like, as if Kanye isn't a Nigerian name already.
Hold on. Was that the reasoning behind it?
Yeah.
Oh, God, he's so ridiculous.
And I'm like, somebody was like, please pray for him.
All right.
But that was his rationale. I did see that that's what he wishes to be called.
Is he getting rid of West or like?
I just think it's just he wants to be Ye.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, that's
whatever works. These rich people just are on a different. I guess you can do that. Like.
Yeah, I mean, once you have money and access to things, because I always think like I have a pretty spontaneous, exaggerated personality a bit. And if I had...
No.
But if I had that level of wealth and access, like, what type of person would I be? Whew, I can't even...
who could tell you shit? Like...
No.
You know what I mean? Like, when you get to that point, like, who's literally, like... You don't want people around that are like, oh yeah, no, there's some fuck
depending on, especially if you're an extreme narcissist.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you don't
which Kanye is. Yeah, I was thinking about that, like, oh my God. and not even in the sense like I've always had if I win the Mega Millions, I'm gonna buy the,
Yeah.
But I started thinking about it, like if I won that, like if I did somehow become into a fortune of millions on millions of dollars, how would I personally change? Woo!
I mean,
I could see the impulsive side of me taking control.
Yeah.
And I could probably lend.
Like I would have, I've already planned that I would have to have safeguards in place for myself. Like in regards to like putting a large amount of it away, like where I can't touch it for like a set amount of years, and then setting it up for like a trust, like there, because I know, like even though in my mind I'm like, okay, I only spend this little bit here.
Changes the game.
I'll buy one car. Maybe I get a Lexus. Maybe I call it a day and get a nice Lexus and call it a day. Like that's what I tell myself in my mind.
Nope. But like I could see myself trying to do nigga shit like Allen Iverson, who was like, we would just travel without suitcases and buy clothes there and then leave them in the hotel. Like I could see myself being like, I'm so rich. Like he said he brought, like, wasn't it him who said he like brought a Lamborghini and it broke down and he left it?
Oh no, that was Bobby. That was Bobby and Mike Tyson.
So yeah, I knew it was one of these rich assholes. Like who does that? Like fuck it broke down. But I could totally see myself doing things like that. Like I would, and I would. Maybe my safeguard would be if I ever got money, like how you're thinking, like yes, put some away. Mm-hmm. But I would also be like, make an account with $10 million in it right now, just so I can fucking blow it. And I would make a goal to blow $10 million in like 45 days, and I could do it.
How could you blow $10 million?
You could blow $10 million in 45 days. Private jets, 5-star hotel. Like, I already see it. And I'm paying for everybody. Want some don't pack shit, let's go. And we just go. I could totally blow $10 million in 45 days. I'm getting Cartier love bracelets I want. I'm going to go buy all the designer bags that I always wanted that I couldn't get. I'm going to buy them for my friends and just have them shipped to their houses as surprises. Like, I could blow $10 million in 45 days.
But I don't know if that's fun.
Oh, I'm going to do coke.
Absolutely. Coke.
Now I'm rich.
Sorry, Lord. I just came from church. My bad. But I definitely said if I do it big, like if I hit like huge, I'm getting a private jet. We're going to Vegas.
Oh, so you said Vegas. I'm like, we're going to Ibiza.
No. Vegas is the first stop. Like, Vegas, I feel like I could blow them. Okay, so yeah, that $10 million. $10
million would go like that.
Because I feel like if I just took a bunch of people in a private jet to Vegas and we were like, all right, we're just going to ball out.
Easy.
Yeah, I could easily.
Easy. $10 million in 45 days. I feel like the 45 days is the hard part. Yeah. Like, that's the stretch. I could probably, depending on where you go, how many people you go, you could probably blow $2.5 million in a weekend.
Yeah. But I feel like definitely cocaine would have to
I'm doing all the drugs.
But I feel like, here's the thing. Okay.
Oh, not like injection drugs. Yeah, like no heroin, none of that shit. Yeah. But I'm going to snort some shit up in my nose.
Okay, so like being individuals that have not done cocaine before, mm-hmm. like I feel like we would get out there and try to do it like we've seen on TV.
We need a cocaine expert.
Like we would need that would have to be in the budget. We would have to be like, all right.
Like, okay, let's fly in like Bruno. Bruno, perform for us and then show us.
Yes. Show us how you do these lines because we need to know how.
And then do 24 karat magic, nigga.
Yeah. Like, 'cause this is where you did it at. Like, I'm sure you did cocaine before you did the video. I know it.
Yeah.
What did you?
So that would be our cocaine using expert.
Yes.
How do we safely do this to get to the right limit and just have a baller ass time?
Yeah. Cause see, then
I would also pay for a medic to be there too.
Smart.
Yes. You will follow us to all the parties and you cannot do anything.
That's smart. But then I feel like you would be like turning up so much.
Oh yes, I would.
That you would be like, fuck that shit. Get. And then the medic will die. Because you're like, you're going to do these drugs. And
Our Vegas cocaine dreams. But you know what else? Because are you caught up on Insecure?
Yes.
Okay. So the Beyonce A Bust episode was like the best episode of the entire series.
That was good. That was very good.
But I felt like too, like they made Molly look so fun.
They did. They definitely did.
They made it look really fun. I don't know if that was the point of their episode.
Yeah.
But I was watching like, man, I should have did that shit in my 20s.
But like, is that the cool drug anymore? Like, you know,
I don't know. It was cool a few years ago.
Yeah, I don't feel like I hear people talk about it now.
I don't hear people talk about Molly anymore. I definitely hear more and more people talk about Coke, actually. I feel like people are using Coke way more than we like to imagine.
No, I should have bought that cocaine when I was in Mexico.
I don't know if I would try Mexican cocaine.
Well,
I guess it's the same shit.
You hope.
You know, I watch Narcos.
Yeah.
And all those things. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's the dream. If we hit, we're gone, and cocaine is.
But I totally see how money and access changes you. Yeah. And that was our whole point that we went on this whole lottery. But yeah, that was my thought while I was personally thinking like how, and you said safeguards, like what I saw, like I had to have my mama with me or something to be like, you acting up. Like who's that person that would like reel you back in?
Yeah, but then you like cut them off. Like I feel like that's like a natural reaction because you get to that point. It's like, all right, I don't want to hear.
Okay, so like, what do you do? Like, so you're just saying inevitably, because then you have people who are billionaires like Oprah.
Yeah.
And yeah, she lives a completely different life because she be saying ball ass shit like, look at my harvest, you know? And I'm like...
But I wonder if she was always like that. Like, I wonder when she like really hit it, like if she...
Like, them early Chicago years.
Like, I wonder if she was doing some fuck shit.
She might have been. Because, you know, they were speaking about, like, her dating life. I'm sure she might have done things. But, yeah. I don't know, I always think about that. And those people had the luxury of not having video, like, $1,000 devices in their pocket that can record everything.
That was a good time.
Like, we really missed the mark. Like, you can't do shit nowadays because... somebody gonna get a copy. It's gonna be somewhere. Somebody putting it on Snapchat. Somebody's putting it on Instagram.
No, if we win and we go on that trip, everyone's leaving their phone here. Yeah.
I mean, it's no point.
Yeah.
I got money, niggas.
Like, we'll buy a phone when we get there if you need to make one call. Yeah, I mean, I'm prepared, but you know that would obviously take us hitting big and or playing the lottery. Which I don't know if we do consistently. I sure don't.
I don't. You got to play to win, and I don't. But I did just buy a Mega Millions ticket.
What's it up now?
When I bought it, it was like $336.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And honestly, okay, I'm gonna ask you this: how much would it take for you to quit your job?
How much would it take for me to quit my job? After taxes, I would say 10.
Yours is higher than mine.
I would say 10.
Well, you have a family.
And then I would go work at Starbucks.
Okay. Yeah, I would still do some type of work, but to quit, I'm like, after taxes, 5.
Yeah, five is good. But like I feel like for you, like if you hit the lottery, you're not having a family.
Yeah, I don't have a family, so.
Well, like you're not gonna have one after that.
Oh, for sure, no. Fuck?
Like that's over. like the chances of that are done. But yeah, I feel like 10 is good. Like, cause I think about it, I think of 10 million and how much that is split over. How old am I now? 34. So say if I'm living till 75, 80. Say if I'm living 80. So I'm adding, say another 50 years onto that. That's only $200,000 a year.
Oh, so yeah, but like if you have interest and you could like...
That's the thing, you have to set it away.
You just set a nice portion away that you could still live normally. Like I don't feel like... I'm saying $5 million is just enough for me to quit my job. It's not enough for me to live extravagantly. Like, I would quit, pay off the mortgage.
Okay.
I probably would buy a nicer car just because. And then, like, but I would still have to live close to the same lifestyle I live now.
Yeah.
Which, I'm okay with that. If I didn't have no bills, besides, like, monthly utilities and shit.
But then I feel like you get bored and, like
I would do stuff. I could do my podcast. I could do more stuff with that. I could go volunteer.
Okay. But then I feel like you're going to be like, oh, I have this money in the back of my mind. I feel like you naturally spend more money when I feel like you know it's sitting there.
Well, if it's like somewhere you can't touch it, like, it pisses me off when I get my retirement account statements and I see that balance. And I'm like, nigga, I could use that shit now. What if I die?
Yeah.
So, well, if I die, I go to the twins. I don't got no kids. Ooh. This is my safeguard. I tell them all the time, like, if Auntie A doesn't have kids, remember, I left you, I'm leaving you money. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good point. Because I do think you do have that, like, I do have this money, so I don't got to do this fuck shit.
Yeah.
So I also want to, this was not a good segue, but
we'll make it there.
If you follow me on Instagram, on Wednesdays, I do a Would You Rather Wednesday. And at this point, you motherfucking should be following me at this point, right? So, one of them this week, and I know this hurt Kenny's heart, one of them was like, would you rather hit a button that deleted The Different World or hit a button that deleted The Cosby Show?
Oh, yeah.
And overwhelmingly, people said goodbye to the Huxtables.
See, that's weird. I feel like people were just in this week like, oh, fuck Cosby. Goodbye. Like, you can't get rid of The Cosby Show.
So here's my thing. I don't watch The Cosby Show. So I watch reruns of A Different World, but I don't watch reruns of The Cosby Show.
See, I watch, if The Cosby Show is on, I'll watch it. I don't even know where A Different World comes on now.
So yeah, I'm like, Different World, I just know TV One is usually where all the black shows play.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't watch reruns of The Cosby Show. And it's nothing against, but it's kind of like Family Matters for me. Like, I enjoyed it at the time, but I just don't watch reruns of
don't compare The Cosby Show to fucking Family Matters. Are you serious? It's not even close.
But I'm just saying, well, Family Matters aged horribly. Let me just say that. Like, I tried to watch that one time.
Yeah, no.
So the thing is, like, I can still watch The Cosby Show and laugh and, like, remember it. But Family Matters is actually pretty trash when you watch it. But yeah, I will watch A Different World starting with season 2. So literally, we don't even need The Cosby Shows for Denise to go to Hillman because I don't even like that season.
Yeah. I don't even... Not to say that I don't watch The Different World anymore, but I just don't have a connection with it as much as I did with The Cosby Show.
Fair enough.
So
I was like, I knew that hurt Kitty's heart.
I don't think I'm... Yeah, I would never get rid of The Cosby Show. Like, when all the allegations started coming out, and I was like, oh, they're probably going to pull all these from TV.
Well, they did for a minute.
Yeah, and then it came back, thankfully. But I went and bought all the DVDs just in case. Like, I was missing like 2 seasons. I had to make sure I got them beforehand. So I was like, well, people could be mad. And they might not put them on TV, but they still show them on TV once, so that kind of helps me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't have anything against it. I will say this, though, since he was sentenced this week, it was just a interesting week for everything that was happening. To have Cosby sentenced and then having that whole Kavanaugh shit, which was a complete shit show, honestly. But it was just like a very interesting week. I will say that I was actually shocked that they actually sentenced Cosby and sent him to jail. I thought they were just going to be like house arrest or probation. Like, I just did not expect them to actually send him to jail.
Yeah, I don't think they had any choice. It was just too much. That was the thing. Like, it was too much between, like, his deposition. And, like, I feel like the judge, even if, like, she took this one case into consideration, like, she knew about everything else. And it was just like, there's no way we could be like, oh yeah, you go ahead and you chill out.
And it was kind of like the weird sense of like, you know, when OJ finally went to jail for his shit, it was like, we got him. So you gonna go like
sad day.
it's like for getting away with 2 murders. And then Cosby got away for being a sexual predator for decades. Yeah. It's like, this is the only one that they could still get him on. And it's, I mean, go to jail. Like, I'm not crying, but I did read the report about him getting hit with a hot dog bun.
That was sad. Don't treat my man Cosby like that. Like,
but I'm like, can you see how it went down? Like, who threw the bun?
Yeah. Probably some old white man.
And then, like, but I guess in jail they don't have like, yeah, I'll stop. But like, I guess hot dog bun was the most appropriate tool that they could get at the moment.
Well, yeah, because you don't want to get rid of like no good like Vienna sausages. Or, like,
a can of Vienna sausages getting thrown at you would hurt.
You don't want to waste.
You still eat those, do you? Probably.
No. Oh. Sardines.
You eat sardines.
I do.
People say I'm bougie, but I have had a Vienna sausage or 2 in my day.
There's nothing wrong with it. I feel like you have to try all these things.
Potted meat.
Yeah. Like one of these days, like I haven't had Spam in like ages.
I've never had Spam.
What? Not even fried Spam?
Mm-mm. Now, you know what canned meat I fuck up? Now, I might go buy some of that at Wegmans when I go later. The corned beef.
Ooh, yes.
With the key, and you gotta turn it. Yes.
You know, there's nothing wrong with canned meat sometimes. You know, sometimes we get to this point that we like feel like we gotta have, you know, organic stuff. And
this is so, like, I just don't believe anything in the grocery store anymore, right?
No.
So, like, I feel like unless I go to the farm or a farmer's market and literally buy it there, I still just don't even trust that the shit in the grocery store is organic.
Listen, when I see something called, what is it called? Cotton candy grapes? I was like, dog, come on. Like, you don't even believe any of this stuff in here is real. Like how is it?
I've never bought them, but I've like stole a few out of the thing at the grocery store just to try it.
Are you one of those people?
Yeah. I do that with the cherries too. Some fruits are so expensive that I'm just not blindly buying them. Now, I can't bite into an apple and be like, oh yeah, I'll get these, right? Unless I will take it to the register and like pay, like, but then you can't weigh it, right? So it's like, yeah, I caught myself one time. So I just was like, I ate this apple, but I don't know how to pay for it. But I will go in a bag and pull 1 or 2 cherries out because cherries be $29.99 a pound. And I'd be damned if I get to the register and they be like $13, and then I get home and it's a bag of nasty ass cherries.
Why don't you just bring them back?
Who wants to do all that? So I'm gonna eat 2 in the store and be like, oh, okay, these good, and I'll buy them.
Because you can still get to the bottom and they be nasty.
I just feel like you can't have the probability of that.
Okay,
it's just
so you go in. Do you like? Go over in a corner, take the bag.
No, I stand right there. You got to take a cherry.
Take the cherries out. And then, are these seeded cherries? Mm-hmm. So, like, what are you doing with the seed at that point?
Spit it out in a napkin.
You just keep napkins.
I mean, most women have napkins in their purse.
Okay. So then you...
Don't act like you don't taste no food.
I take the bananas that they offer to children at the beginning of the store and I give them to the boys.
They get free bananas to kids?
Yeah. Sometimes they'll do apples too, but you look for those because then you don't have to steal one without paying for it. But
I don't have no kid to front to get one too.
Yeah, most grocery stores will have at the beginning, it'll be like, take a banana for your child.
Oh, I did not know that.
And then you can take it and they can eat it.
See things you don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm not sampling. Like if I'm getting grapes, I'm going to feel and make sure that they're firm. They're not mushy.
Oh, grapes, I'm definitely taking grapes too. Grapes not $29.99 a dozen. They might be like $11.99. I'm going to eat a few grapes.
Where are you getting grapes from? Like, what store?
I mean, Wegmans, that stuff is expensive.
Are you only buying the ones that say organic?
No, them regular grapes. I swear, because, okay, They like $4.99 a pound, and then you get them up there and be £9, and you're like, God damn it! I thought this was going to be $6, and it'd be like $12 for grapes.
Yeah, they get you.
They do get you, and then and that's when you do it when you trying to make your bag lighter. Like you take a bunch out and put it in another bag, and then you just pull 2 off, and then eat those 2, and then put the lighter bag in your.
Hold on, what? So you
know how they have the grapes pre-sorted, right?
So you want to get less weight in your grape bag.
So I will take a bunch out and put it in another bag of grapes. Okay. And then take my lighter bag and put that in my cart. But I eat the 2 out of the the one that I left. That's why you always wash your fruit when you get
like, like people are literally putting their hands. But like I feel bad for the person that has bought that larger bag.
I mean, they could do the same thing. They see how big it is.
So then at the end of the day, you're going to have like a 20-pound bag of grapes at the end of the line if everyone is doing what you're doing.
Okay, so if that's all the grapes that's left, you go get one of the clear plastic bags and you take your bunch out and then you just go to the register.
Have you ever done it?
Yes. Please let me know, people, that I'm not the only one out here finessing the fruit section.
I mean, I've heard. So, like, my uncle, he told me this story, and I was like, "Nah, man, there's no way." So he's like famous of going in stores and like taking samples of stuff or whatever. So they were in like North Carolina in like some backwoods Walmart. He went in and he was eating cherries out of the bag. But he wasn't going to buy it. He just wanted to taste them. So they go through and they're getting all the stuff that they want to get. He gets up to the register and they scan in the stuff. Cherries pop up on the screen. So whatever happened, the store added the cherries
that he ate,
like a bag of cherries to his receipt, even though he didn't have them to scan.
So how do they know? They got security cameras. Like, look at that asshole eating all the grapes.
He probably was sitting back there just popping up, and then decided, I don't want these. And then he probably had 10 of them. And they were like, "Oh, no.
You in charge? Yeah. I don't want some of those. Let me go get a bag then. Let me get a full bag." That's funny. And it's crazy because I never really checked the grocery store receipt.
I rarely do.
Yeah, so
I only look at it on the screen.
Yeah, as they're scanning. Like, no, bitch, you did that twice. Yeah.
But I don't know if they put anything.
If they add anything on the end, I have no idea.
Yeah. The only time I check is if I realize that I didn't get enough. When the savings come off at the end, if I didn't feel like they took enough off of it, then I'd be like, maybe I missed something.
Okay. Yeah, no, damn. I didn't know they had that kind of technology.
Yeah, neither did I. And I was like, nah, ain't no way. Like, he was like, no, listen. I didn't have the cherries, and cherries came up on the screen.
Well, maybe I would be a little bit more diligent. But I feel like Wegmans, that store's so big, they might. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I always wonder, like, what their security is in there.
Me too.
I feel like there's a lot of...
You don't feel it if it is.
Yeah. Because, like, I'll go in there and, like, I'll work. And I'll be like, man, I could just, like, go down here and
walk upstairs. Yeah. Now, I was about to say, okay, people also joke me, and I'm going to ask you, do you shop at Aldi?
My mom does.
Okay.
I don't, but I want to start just because I've recently seen they did like. Did you see that little breakdown that was floating around?
Yes,
like,
but I'm like, who was buying? What kind of meal can I make with this? It's like cream of mushroom.
Cream mushroom.
But I'm like, what kind of meal am I making with these ingredients for $32? But yeah, go ahead.
It's like corn, cream of mushroom, a potato. Like, what is happening? But no, I've thought about going there more. But Wegmans is so welcoming. I am a shopper because I worked in retail for a decent amount of time that like I'm all about presentation. So like I will pay more for a presentation, which is why I don't do like TJ Maxx and Marshalls.
Okay.
I'll do Target over Walmart. Like I'm all about like
the experience.
If you present it to me well, like I'm the person that buys things when you put them right before you get in the line.
Okay, you're that person.
Yeah.
I will say this. I stepped foot in an Aldi one time because everybody talked about it. And I was just like, oh, okay. Let me go. So first of all, number one, it reminded me of Pathmark when you had to put the quarters in the card to get a card. I was like, wait.
Do you have to bring your own bags?
I don't know. Let me tell you, because I didn't even get to that part. I did one lap around the store and was like, this ain't the store for me, and left. No. It was dimly lit. Yeah. Like, it just felt poor. And I know that's like a terrible thing to say. But to that experience, I was like... And that's why I don't buy a lot of groceries because it's just me. So I literally will go to the grocery store and be like, okay, I'm going to make this meal on Sunday. That should probably last me till Tuesday. I'll get some fruit. I need oatmeal to have at my desk for work. I'll get some like nuts or something for a snack at work. Maybe a pack of ground turkey. Like, I can make something with this later in the week if I need to. And I walk the fuck out. But I went in there and I was like, oh no.
Yes.
Now, maybe if I had kids and was shopping for 4 or 5 people... Yeah. I see why you can be enticed.
Like they have some stuff like their milk is cheap. They're like
the eggs and butter. Yeah, because my mom go there for that sometimes.
But like normally, like if my grandma would be like, oh yeah, Aldi's got this on sale. I'd be like, oh, can you go there for me this week? Because I'm not going there. Yeah. Like I'm just not.
It just felt like the experience was like, I can't do this, so I didn't, and I walked right the fuck back out the store. And the man was out front. He said, "That was fast." I was like, "Oh," and I got my car.
I didn't see what I was looking for, sir.
But I did see that meme that was going around this week, and it was like when your kids insist on eating brand name cereal, and the guy had the Fruit Loops box, but it was like an Aldi off brand, and he was pouring it into the Fruit Loops.
That's smart. That's smart.
And I was like, well, that's actually kind of smart. But I am that type of person. It's certain things. I don't care if I can get it cheaper. I'm only getting Gain. Right?
Okay.
I've been trying to try out a natural laundry detergent, so it's a black-owned business, Pure Home. I'll buy that, and I do want to order more because I liked it. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, it's just like I can't conveniently just walk in Target. Because laundry detergent, again, I don't wash clothes that often. Okay. So I don't know. I don't need it until I need it, so I can't order. So I need to get ahead of that. I'm not buying no off-brand cereal. Sorry.
Yeah,
I will only eat chicken of the sea tuna. Like, it's certain things that I'm... Now, let's say I could go somewhere there selling tuna. It could be something else. But if I'm buying it's only chicken of the sea.
Okay. All right. I don't know how deep we're into this podcast, but I am going to go on a quick advertisement real quick. So, this past week, I got a membership to Costco.
Oh, look at you.
And
you're officially a dad.
Well... So, I had Sam's Club before. So, we had Sam's Club. I got Costco. And I went half on it with my mom.
Okay.
So we like finagled the system. So, like, I got a card, but, like, I could still use her address. So, like, I got a card, too. And I just paid half for the membership. Boom.
Oh, look at this finagling.
So, man, listen. I've been in there 3 times already. It is... a wonderful experience.
No, I do like Costco. I went in there with someone who had a membership.
Yeah.
Well, now that I know you got a membership, you can buy me my Zyrtec because my coworker was buying it for me.
Yeah.
You get like the 2 jars for $50. She would, or $40 or whatever.
No, listen, it's like if they got it on sale that week, you can get 365 for $13.
Yeah,
I'm in there.
So let me know when that's on sale because I would just cash app her the money. She would bring me my Zyrtec, but now she got a new job, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, but this works out perfect.
Yes,
but. You know what else I like at Costco? I think it was when my mom's fiance passed. You know, everybody bring you food and shit. And somebody was like, they were like, well, I know everybody bringing y'all like hot, you got to eat it right now stuff. She got us some Costco meals and was just like, you know, you can take it out the freezer, warm it up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The macaroni and cheese, banging. And then they had this pre-made salad.
Oh, yeah, they have a lot of that.
That salad was one of the best salads I've ever had. I don't even really like salads like that, but that salad was popping. I do enjoy Costco.
Yes, Costco's nice. Me and the boys went in there. We hit the samples. They enjoyed. You know, it's welcoming. It's presented nicely. But I think
it's the same thing how you said you choose Target over Walmart.
Yeah.
Like, it is something it's why those stores can charge more. And it was like even saying how like Target had the science down about how they, this is before they're changing them to look like department stores now, but like before, the way the store was designed, it was designed to get you to spend more money.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like, because most people are like, oh, I'm going to run to Target and get some toilet paper. But the toilet paper is so far out of sight. That the first thing you see when you walk in is clothes. And you're like, oh, let me walk around. And you got to walk all the way around the store to get what you originally intended to come to. It's the same reason why all Starbucks smell the same. All 7-Elevens smell the same. Like, they develop these experiences. And when I stepped foot in Aldi, the experience was you broke. And I didn't like that feeling, so I left.
Like, was it as bad as like Save-A-Lot?
I ain't even been in a Save-A-Lot, so you know what? I would rather shop at Price Right.
Damn, than Aldi?
The Aldi, and Price Right charge you for the bags. Wow. Because I didn't feel poor. It was like, oh, I'm getting a savings. But I walked in Aldi and felt poor.
I feel like
I'm gonna do an Instagram live. I've never gone live. I don't do lives.
I feel like
I should do an Instagram live from Aldi.
I gotta go that. Like, I feel like my mom and grandma make it seem like it's like the best place.
Yeah, some people do, and that's great. My coworker was like, "Oh yeah, I went to Aldi and got this ground beef." And as soon as she said that, I wasn't eating the dish. I just.
Nah, man, it can't be that bad.
Maybe it was the one I went to, because I'll say this. Now I might try the one in Columbia because it's next to an Ethan Allen, and I doubt it makes you feel poor when you walk in.
Have you been to the one down on Route 40?
Yeah, that's the one I went to.
You went to,
and I felt poor.
Okay,
very dimly lit. It's next to a dollar store. Look, environment makes a difference, but the one in Columbia is wedged between an Ulta and an Ethan Allen.
Okay.
Costco around the corner, Trader Joe's across the street.
Am I the only person that doesn't shop at dollar stores? I just really don't like them.
Okay, so y'all gonna think I'm elitist as fuck.
I'm about presentation, and I never have a good experience.
So I will say this: I don't like Dollar General. I don't like Family Dollar.
Okay, which one do you like? Dollar Tree?
I'll go to Dollar Tree. Okay.
I thought Family Dollar was the nice one. That was the upscale one.
Yeah, it is, but everything in there ain't $1. Yeah, like, fuck you. I'm going to a dollar store for dollars, nigga. I don't want to. I was pissed as shit because I was that person. I was like, oh, you could cancel the order. They looked at me hot as shit because I go into a dollar store thinking, because a Family Dollar should be Big Lots.
You're right.
That's what it reminds me of Big Lots. Okay. And it was like, I'm in a Family Dollar.
I wonder if they're owned by the same people. They kind of...
They might be, actually, now that I say out loud. But I went in there, I had 25 things. So I spent $25 plus tax. That shit came up to $47. And I was like, oh, you can cancel. Yeah. And because I didn't even feel like picking out what was $1. And she was like, huh? I was like, ain't this a dollar store? And she was like, no, it's and I was like, but it's $1. Everything's not $1.
Like, why would you say
Family Dollar? Shit, when there was $2.49, $3. Yeah. Get the no.
That's like if I was to go on to Five and Below and
something with $10. Like, yeah,
like what? No,
I was very upset. Cancel the order. I don't want none of this shit. Because in my mind, I was like, this is gonna be $25 plus tax. I'm good. She said $40. I was like, no. Yeah. But Dollar Tree, I was reading an article. It was saying like that's the only brick and mortar store that has like exponentially increase their actual number of stores. Because
they're the center of the country's
biggest retailer. Yeah. And they were saying like even in zip codes they would have never put a store before now. Because after the recession people like a deal, so they're opening stores in zip codes they never considered. Yeah. So they just opened one in a zip code near me. It's hidden in the cut. That Dollar Tree bomb as shit.
Yeah, see.
So I'll rock with a Dollar Tree.
I'll go, like, if I can trust that the presentation is going to be, like, I feel like people just go, like, I feel like the shoppers go inside of these stores and are like, okay, this stuff is cheap. I don't care what the store looks like and just throw shit around.
They do.
And then I come in there and I'm like, these workers don't care. I'm not spending my money here. Like, bye.
No, I'm with you on that. And I feel like the other thing that happens too, because you say like Marshalls, I will say like the one Marshalls that I go to, they have done a lot better job in keeping everything organized. But I think it was down in Laurel. I went into I know it's the same company, but I had never seen one before. It was like a joint Marshall's Home Goods.
Oh, really?
So you walked in, and on one side it was like Home Goods, and on the other side it was a Marshall's. It was immaculate. I had never seen a Marshall's that amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll even say with some Macy's, that's why I can't rock with Macy's. Yeah. That's why I like Nordstrom better, because
the presentation.
It's sloppy as fuck. Why the fuck I'm giving you this money and you can't even keep the store clean?
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll go to another Aldi. Maybe I'll go to the Aldi in Columbia and FaceTime and go Instagram Live.
No, I feel like it can't be that bad. Maybe the one near you is terrible.
Yeah,
it's very possible.
Oh, and I damn sure would never go into one down off of Wabash.
Oh, no.
No. Absolutely not. So, all right, I think we bullshitted for like an hour.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming on and talking shit with me, kiddos.
All right.
Bye.
I'll talk to y'all soon.
All right, guys. So that's another episode of the Boonie Breakdown podcast. I want to thank Kenny for coming on the podcast and bullshitting with me. I really cannot believe that we had a whole conversation about Vegas cocaine dreams. Like, what the fuck is wrong with us? But it was funny. No judgment. You know, we do not judge on the Boonie Breakdown podcast. And if you enjoyed this episode and you laughed with us, I encourage you to listen and subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and Google Podcasts, or any app that you listen to your podcast on. Don't forget to leave a review too on Facebook and in Apple Podcasts. You might just hear a review on the next episode. Follow us on social media. Share the episode with those you love, those you don't love, those you fucking hate. I don't make those pretty images for nothing. Have a dope ass week. Thank you for listening. And remember, the ratchet in me always honors the ratchet in you. Until next time.